Esport players require the utmost performance when it comes to monitor displays like this. High refresh rate is only one part of the equation. Fast pixel response time and minimal motion blur are also required. There are zero distractions on these high performance monitors, and that is exactly what we have today here, the AOC C27G2Z, the second generation of the 27-inch high performance monitors in their G series of monitors. There are a lot of bold claims made on this monitor's website, so let's see if this monitor holds up to its claims. Now, before we begin, we have to clarify that many of our tests done in this video here is somewhat of a backyard scientist kind of measurement system, and yeah, none of us here in the office are esports players, so we'll just do whatever we can. We do have some rhythm game players though. So the entire unboxing and installation process of this monitor is rather typical and smooth at the same time. It's entirely toolless and we can set it up in about 5 minutes time, so good job there. However, I'm not really a fan of the monitor's base. AOC took a traditional tripod monitor stand and made it touch the table at all times, so that means there's no gap between the table and the monitor's base, so we cannot route cables underneath the stand, which some might like it, some might not. I'm just highlighting this fact to you. And as a quick introduction to this monitor is only focused on performance only. So it's a 27-inch monitor with a curvature of 1500R, and the curvature is quite subtle since it also has an aspect ratio of 16:9 and also a maximum resolution of 1920 by 1080, and it can go up to 240Hz refresh rate. This monitor is also using a VA panel, by the way. So knowing that it is using a VA panel, I immediately took our colorimeter to test out its color accuracy, and to my surprise, it covers nearly 100% of sRGB color gamut while maintaining a supremely low delta E number. And that goes to show that this VA panel here really improved a lot compared to what we have a few years ago. And the viewing angles here are actually good as well. Granted, curved monitors are only meant to be viewed from one angle. And then this monitor also boasts a 0.5 millisecond MPRT. It's not exactly within our capabilities to test out the MPRT, but we do have some tools to help us to measure it into something more tangible. So this measurement requires the NVIDIA LDAT. We got it wired up in kind of a hacky way, and everything was left in the default settings in the NVIDIA LDAT software, and we measured at about 21 milliseconds. It's not bad considering that this monitor is not certified for NVIDIA's Reflex. This monitor also does have AMD FreeSync though, so you can use it if you want to, and it's also compatible with NVIDIA's G-Sync of course, so you can just turn it on in the NVIDIA control panel. And that brings us to the OSD menu of this monitor here. It's kind of okay. It provides all of the necessary settings we need presented in a rather good UI, and with actually decent button placements too. I would have personally preferred a joystick, but this is fine. It is also here that we need to take a look at the OSD menu, and we have an option called Overdrive. It doesn't really explain what it does, so we have to look at the user manual, and it is indeed to change the response time of the monitor. Since this monitor claimed to have such a low MPRT value, let's use our high-speed camera, high speed I mean as in just 120 FPS, and recorded the UFO test. So I did a total of 3 rounds of tests, one with overdrive turned off, one more with overdrive set to strong, which is the highest setting, and lastly overdrive with strong plus AMD FreeSync enabled. To my eyes and the camera, they don't look any different between the 3, so yeah. But how is it like to actually use this monitor to play games? As mentioned in the beginning of this review, none of us here are esports players, so I just played CSGO. The motion was supremely smooth, obviously, and I have a great time with CSGO on this monitor, even though I'm just kinda rusty in the game at this point. I also realized that I was so focused at the center vertical line of this monitor that I totally ignored the curvature of this screen. But once I stopped gaming though, I really would have preferred a flat 27-inch instead of a curved one. Either way, the AOC C27G2Z is a fantastic monitor for those who seek high performance, responsive, and yet has a surprising good color reproduction monitor. If that's what you're looking for, then the price of 1,399 ringgit is actually quite good. You'll be very happy with this monitor without a doubt. This monitor can also sometimes go below 1,399 during promotional periods, which sweetens the deal even further. So yeah, that's it. That's all we have to share with you about the AOC C27G2Z 27. Yeah, actually that's the official name. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.